It's the feeling of the sun invading your eyes as you first wake up and going out and adventuring the world of filmmaking and seeing what that day has to offer you. I usually take a bathroom break, make sure I definitely stop there as a pit stop, brush my teeth, wash my face, get ready for the day. Get all my equipment ready, make sure everything's all lined up. Talk to actors, talk to directors, talk to my first ADs and my costume designers and make sure everything is right. The main important thing is to always be ready, because if you're ready, you never have to get ready. And that's one of our mottos. Well, there's always that feeling in the pit of my stomach, the day before a shoot. I mean, it starts as soon as I open my eyes. It's a feeling that lets me know that I need to stay on my toes. Because I can't afford to mess up. People don't always trust me to do good because I'm not that Hollywood filmmaker, but I try my best to go ahead and be better than them because we have everything to lose. So once I wake up in the day, I'm already thinking about exactly what I need to do. And it's so important to plan this thing out in your head before you even get there. That way you won't be on set idle or wasting time or trying to figure out what to do. Do I get nervous before a film shoot? I guess the best way to describe it is if the butterfly is going to come out the cocoon one day. And the reason I say that is because when you're doing these films and these big projects and you got 50 to 100 people on set and everyone is waiting on you to make the right call. And even if you're not making the right call, they get to see that. And since that happens, everything becomes, I want to say 100-fold. Everything is looked under the microscope just a little bit more careful when people judge you a little bit more about how you go about your business. How would I describe film from an independent filmmaker's point of view? I think the best way to describe it is robbing Peter to pay Paul. I say that because in the filmmaking world, big studios get these 20, 30, 40, $50 million budgets. And when you're an independent filmmaker, you just don't have that kind of money. So you use whatever you can, or whatever you could borrow, or whatever, your source allows you to do. And with that being said, we use every single resources that we have, even if we have to borrow something to pay back, or, to use our last credit card, or just use every dollar that we have. I remember a point when I was working a day job. Every check that I had, I was living day to day just to feed my actors on crew and just paying them, because that was the most important thing to me. And that's one of the struggles that happens when you're an independent filmmaker, because every dollar that you have needs to go to your production. And since we're not working on big budgets, it becomes extremely important that you get it right the first time. Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? I would say on the set. You would have to get the army to get me off of the set, because that's what I enjoy doing. In the next 5 years, I just expect to get better at my work, and just own my craft. So where I see myself in the next 5 years, I'll say still running a race. Because you gotta remember, film is an art, and I'm just an artist.